Hello, Abyssal Travelers. My name is Nyla, and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I have to put out this video because a lot of the spiritual community is literally blinding themselves on purpose about certain situations that happen outside of the spiritual community. And let it be known that Christian homophobia, transphobia, and racial phobia is still very much a thing, and it is still very much rampant. Regardless of what you have to say about it, it still exists and it is still very prevalent in our society. Going around pretending like it doesn't exist, telling yourself that these people are just hurt or they're living in their spiritual egos and all this other stuff. You're blinding yourself. You're making it so that you don't have to deal with it personally. So that you personally don't have to deal with the repercussions of what happens when those people put themselves in positions of power in government and they start taking our rights away. You're ignoring problems that exist as they exist, and it is not helpful for anyone. These things are still very much active in our society. We may not see them as often, especially with homophobia and the other thing, racism. We may not see it as often as we used to because it's not on the mainstream news as much as it used to be because, well, the mainstream news is all focused on transgender issues and Donald Trump and all of that stuff. But if you go on to any atheist's channel, you will see a completely different picture, especially with atheists in the comments of that channel who are still going through discrimination. We have to remember that Christianity is still the biggest religion in our country right now, which means the majority of people who are conservative Christians or even just Christian in general still possibly hold these phobias and hold these beliefs that are dangerous to not only our society but our rights and the rights of other people as well. These things don't simply go away because you stop thinking about it, because you stop claiming that you're a victim of these problems. It doesn't go away because you stop going into this victim mindset, as you call it, whatever it is. These problems still persist, and they are still a threat to us as individuals. I don't know why people in the spiritual community, especially the New Age community, are just they're bigoted. They're ignorant. They dived so deep into the dark abyss that they can't see which way is up and which way is down anymore. And I personally can't believe that I found myself in that spiritual belief myself. But now I see how ignorant it is. Now I see how much victim blaming goes on in this new age spiritual bullshit. And I felt like I had to put this video out there so that at least someone in the new age community might hear this and they might start looking around themselves and really taking a look at what these people believe and try to come to a rational decision or a rational conclusion about some of the ideals and practices that are in this new age spirituality and realize that what they're doing is ignoring reality, ignoring what is going on in the world. They're just ignoring it. They're throwing it off to the wayside and they're calling it ego and they're calling it whatever other terms they're using to rationalize their whatever other terms they're using to rationalize their walking away from being in society and helping other people who are marginalized and more just become more normal and more accepted in society. And why is anyone in the spiritual community making this kind of stuff up? Why are they doing what they're doing? Why are they saying that this stuff doesn't exist? Why are they putting out video titles like that? Why would they be doing any of that stuff? In this video that I watched from this channel, and I'm not going to name any names because this channel, after this video I saw, does not deserve any more publicity than they already have. But they're talking about how homophobia doesn't exist and how they personally have not seen it. You're one person. Number one, you're not in the Christian community anymore, so you're really not going to see that type of behavior anymore because that's where the majority of it is. It's in the Christian space. And not only that, it's further down south. I'm in Arkansas and Arkansas, Oklahoma area, and it's rampant as hell down this way. People do not like gay people. They don't like trans people. They don't like. Hell, my stepdad doesn't like Mexicans. He doesn't like black people either, but he won't admit that he is a little bit racist. He won't admit it, but when he's drunk, he starts making racist jokes and shit like that. I am at a loss for how ignorant this new age spiritual community really is, and how deep of a hole they've dug themselves into that they're not aware of what's going on in the world. I don't get it. I don't understand. But I think it's important that us in the spiritual community, when we see things like this, we call it out so that we can weed these people out and we can have a more cohesive, more inclusive, more standing community that when the time comes, if that community needs us, if the trans community needs us, if the non-binary community needs us, if the gay community needs us, whatever it is, then we can be a force for them to help when they need it, rather than putting ourselves in these situations where we're ignoring what is really going on, what's reality, and what is someone making claims. I saw in that video that homophobia doesn't exist. It's a victim mentality. It's all of this other stuff, which is basically what that video is. Of course, the person making the video is not actually going to say it because they know how bad it is to actually say it. But the gist of the video is that homophobia is supposedly some kind of victim mentality, and that's not how it works. Just because you're not the one experiencing it doesn't still exist. It doesn't mean it isn't still rampant in our society. What kind of paint chips did you eat over the past couple of years? Far down the ignorant pole have you slid that you're not aware of the reality of our society and how conservative Christian it has become over the years, and how radical the conservative Christians have become? Even though their numbers are dropping in the thousands every year, there are still millions of Christians, especially conservative fundamentalist Christians. And so these beliefs are still very much a thing in our society. Pretending they don't exist is not going to help anybody. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help people. It's not going to help the gay community. It's not going to help the trans community. Calling this whole situation just from the ego or calling it a victim mentality, you're blaming other people. You're basically blaming gay people for being victimized by other people. You're blaming gay people who know and who are informed about what's going on in society for knowing what's going on in society, basically. It's so ignorant and so stupid that I can't imagine that these people actually believe this bullshit. I can't imagine that they're so uneducated about what's going on in reality in our country that they would allow themselves to believe this stuff. I can't with it. But anyway, I had to put this video out there because I really felt it was important that I did that because there are people watching that channel. And even though that video did not get a lot of views, and I can already see why with the title of the video itself and the content of the video, I can see why it didn't get a lot of views. Because a lot of people are not stupid and or ignorant about what's really going on in society. I just want to put this video out there as a message to that channel and a response to that video in particular. Not that they would ever even really bother to watch me at this point. I'm pretty well aware that they probably tuned me out and moved on with their life. But anyway, I'm gonna leave the video here. I hope you guys did enjoy it, or at least you got something out of it. So, leave your thoughts and comments down below. Leave a like. It helps to put the videos, it helps the algorithm to push these videos out. It also helps to build the channel up. I hope this video has earned your subscription. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Shadows whisper slow, echoes breathe in misty glow. Darkness speaks its sullen prose, in silence cloaked beneath the rose. Tremor shivers through the night, in velvet depths I lose my sight. Stars are tears that softly fall, entranced by whispers gentle call.